Today is September the 12th, 2023. Yeah, so we've had 2 shipments over the last 3 weeks or so, all sea freight from the UK. Everything to make up our new simulator, as well as our static sim. Yeah, really, so it's a DIL or DIL simulator. It really stands for Driver in the Loop Simulator. It's the term that's used in industry for a fully immersive simulator environment that allows the driver to drive a virtual twin of the real car. So the car itself is a mathematical model running behind the scenes. You've got a graphical environment similar to a video game, but the driver is driving the car as a driver would on the track, and when things are right, it's really right. You know, from a motorsports perspective, lap times are identical. The data flowing from the simulator is identical to that flowing off the car. You really can't tell the difference between the data from the real world and the data from a simulated environment. So that's when you know you're pretty close to getting it right. So the area we just walked through, that's where the static simulator crates are. So we have the big DIL simulator, which has a big motion screen we'll see in a second, with a big motion platform that does all the really cool stuff. But part of this whole ecosystem is a smaller, what we call static simulator, which allows the driver to drive the model kind of the same way the driver would in the big sim, except it's just a smaller system, kind of on par with what some of you might have for a home gaming system, but still an engineering tool where we can exercise the actual workflow and the model and everything. Helps us make better use of our time in the big simulator. A lot of times time isn't easy to come by, so it just makes everything more efficient to have a little microcosm of the big thing with the small thing. So in here we've got bits and pieces for the big sim. This thing is comprised of linear motors. So these are the rails that the motors can be mounted on. There's two big rails, one that kind of goes toward the front of the system, one toward the back. We're walking right into the display screen. It's a 8-meter radius molded fiberglass screen that we have here. Still more bits and pieces. This system has 9 projectors. So all the projectors and lenses for the projectors are stacked up here on the pallet. And here we've got our server rack, which we unpacked last week and positioned. So a lot of computers and geeky things. The big electrical cabinet. So the main power feeds into the big electrical cabinet here. 400 plus volts comes in, and it steps down to 240, 120. Some DC conversion happens in here. Obviously the big master switch. All the command and control is right here, so all the amplifiers and drives that we need for the motors are in the middle part, and then toward the end over here, it's all kind of electrical connections, pneumatic connections, PC comms, things of that nature. Today is really the first day of the installation in anger, as they say, overseas. All this is from the UK, so I think that's the term they use to do something in anger. So legit assembly of the gantry. So all the stuff here in black looks like stuff you might see at a rock concert, but it's just a gantry system that'll go over the screen. The 9 projectors that are boxed up around back, those things will be hung this week. And then there's quite a process of calibration and alignment and configuration that will happen through the week. And hopefully by the end of the week, we'll have a fully functioning new display system. See you next time.